All right, Dog Squad, today I'm going to be predicting each AFC and NFC championship game, or I should say at least each conference championship game today. I'm going to give you some facts about it as well. Can I give my overall thoughts on each one? So here we go, Dog Squad, with those predictions. All right, so the AFC champion that will be going to Super Bowl 60, the New England Patriots. I think this is going to be tough for the Broncos without Bo Nix. Jarrett Stidham, I can't say that he will go off in this game, especially against a pretty good defense of New England for his first start in a while, especially in this big of a game. Like I said in my, one thing to look for video yesterday is that I don't think that this offense is a system offense for Jarrett Stidham to be, getting a lot of help in. I don't think, even though with Sean Payton calling the plays, they just don't have the guys to be doing that. This defense will have to play a lot. It eventually won't work. It could, but I think New England's offense will get some points overall if the offense keeps stalling, kind of like what Houston was doing last week. So I'm going to take the Patriots in this one by about 7 to 10 points, maybe even more, but they will move on to Super Bowl 60 and will try to get their ring, or their 7th ring. And then the NFC champion, I think they'll be headed to Super Bowl 60, the Seattle Seahawks. I did pick the Rams to win the whole thing, and that'd be great if they did. But the Seahawks are my second favorite team, and also I honestly think they are just the more dominant team right now. I think the Rams kind of have some inconsistency going on more than they were before. Both sides haven't been playing together lately. They beat the Bears, but then they struggled against Panthers. Offense was great that game. Defense was not. Offense was, was up and down last week. Wasn't the best. Defense was pretty good last week against Caleb Williams and the Bears. So this one's going to be tough. You can't have that offense against Seattle, and you really can't really have that defense you've had against Carolina. I think Seattle overall, Sam Darnold doesn't have to do all that. They can run the ball with Kenneth Walker. They can use Jackson Smith and Jigba. They can, the defense is very dominant. That Rams offense is great, but I do think the Seattle offense, especially at home and a loud crowd, if there's a championship game, I think this will be where they get this one. I think it will come down the wire with another great game. I think the Seattle Seahawks take this win. I think they're more trustworthy and more dominant right now than the Rams are. Give me them to play the Patriots in Super Bowl 60. Let me know your thoughts. Now, if the Rams do win this game, great. My bracket's still alive. At least the Patriots, I think, should at least get points for my bracket and make it to Super Bowl 60. Let me know what you think in the comments below.